Dorset's village center, one of those picturesque spots that evokes a sense of classical New England community, is charming and photo-friendly, but may also be ready for some upgrades to make it more pedestrian and bicycle-friendly. After the town of Dorset received a planning grant from the state in 2017, the Bennington County Regional Commission began work on a plan to boost pedestrian and cycling safety along the stretch of roadway from Church Street to Dorset Hollow Road. The area is already fairly walkable, but there are no crosswalks across Route 30, the main road that runs through town, and some of the sidewalks are either showing signs of age and wear and tear or don't exist at all, such as the stretch on the western side of the road south of the post office. For cyclists, Route 30 can be a struggle because of its narrow shoulders, the volume of truck traffic, and vehicles that typically travel at speeds between 30 and 40 miles per hour. The Regional Commission presented a plan the town residents got to chew over at a recent meeting, and town manager Rob Giotti describes for us where things stand and where they may be going next.
Yeah, the chief catalyst to begin with was pedestrian safety. We get a lot of complaints about speeding in the village. Route 30 is a state highway. When it was redone, decades ago, it was kind of widened out, and it's not really that pedestrian friendly. So part of this is trying to scale that back a little bit, so to where, again, there's a balance between the cars and the pedestrians. Because the village, really, in terms of the scale, it's very walkable. It's a use that currently happens. We learned kind of from the study that folks are walking in parts of the village on the shoulder of the road. That's kind of less than ideal in terms of places to walk. And there are sidewalks in certain spots, but they'll need to be reconstructed or upgraded to accommodate that use. Actually, 2020 is the time frame by which the state's going to come through and do a paving project on 30. As far as I can tell, it's been, I think, 25 years or so since they were last here. So we're happy to have them here because we've got some spots to the south where vehicle travel is tough because of the wheel ruts. So we're going to try to look to dovetail some of what was included in the study, at least in the concept phase, with potentially what maybe the state could take on, cost of which most likely would be borne by the town. The timeline on that might be a little tight. It might be more likely that some of this stuff gets included, some doesn't get included, and it's stuff that happens over maybe a couple of seasons.
While most of the proposed changes are in the downtown core of Dorset Village, another possibility mentioned in the plan involves extending a pathway south about half a mile to the H.N. Williams store. Cost estimates for the project developed by the Regional Commission come out at about $285,000 for the sidewalk and intersection improvements between Church Street and Dorset Hollow Road. Adding a pathway to H.N. Williams would increase that to about $330,000. For the GNAT-TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.